So I thought it'd be best to go out there and combine these topics into one video, considering, they're the same team and they're all forwards. It makes sense, right? So let's talk about some of the big Edmonton Oilers signings of the day, not including the Troy Stecher contract, which looks like it's going to be handed out in a few minutes here, but let's talk about Corey Perry. You know what this says to me? This says that Corey Perry and the Edmonton Oilers are going to lose in the Stanley Cup Finals one more time. 2025 Finals loss confirmed. Stanley Cup Finals bound once again. The Corey Cup curse continues. Shouldn't even be in the league anymore. Better have offered Janmark more than that. Oh yeah, we'll get to Mattias Janmark in a little bit, but Corey Perry has signed to a one-year, $1.4 million contract, and look, this is not like the most important and biggest and baddest move in the world. It's totally not, but it is kind of funny. I mean, you look at the memes, Corey Perry has now lost 4 Stanley Cup Finals in 5 seasons with 4 different teams. He is inevitable. He lost in 2020 with the Dallas Stars. He lost in 2021 to the Montreal Canadiens. He lost in 2022 with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then he got eliminated in the first round with the Lightning against Toronto, only to lose in the finals one more time with the Edmonton Oilers. And you can see this meme over here, the Thanos meme. He's got the chin. He's got the skin. It's all up in there. Corey Perry, baby. He's back in Edmonton. 39 years old, 6'3", 207 right-handed right-wing guy, agitator, net front presence. If they had these player types on players like 10 years ago, it would have said big scorer, clutch player, all the good stuff about Perry that made him such a valuable piece for the Anaheim Ducks throughout the years. A 98-point, 50-goal guy back in 2010-2011 when he stole the Hart Trophy from Daniel Sedin. Either way, this previous season, you had Corey Perry score 13 points in 38 Oilers games, 9 points in 16 games with the Chicago Blackhawks. Just 2 seasons ago, he had 40 points in 82 games played with the Lightning. Absolute stud right there. Near 20-goal season for a then 37-year-old guy. Perry, of course, did play in the Stanley Cup Finals against the Florida Panthers, scoring some big goals and some assists as well. He ended off the playoff run with 3 total points in 19 games. He only scores in the most clutch moments. I mean, he had started scoring in this playoff run in the Dallas series, and then in the finals he had scored again. And then with the Montreal Canadiens, there were a few super clutch goals that he was a part of to give the Canadiens life and victories once in a while. So Corey Perry is coming back over to Edmonton. They like his clutch play style. They like his agitative qualities. They like the fact that he's able to stand up for teammates and that he's very tough to play against. They don't care about the lack of production, I guess you could say, because they're giving him $1.4 million a year. That's a lot of money for a guy to play in your bottom 6. And ultimately, it's one of many moves the Oilers have accomplished today when it comes to their forward core. Second up, you have yourselves Jeff Skinner. You talk about production, you talk about goal production. Hey, Jeff Skinner brings that in spades. He was just bought out the other day, but now he has signed a contract for $3 million, a one-year deal with the Oilers. Here is the AFP Analytics breakdown of it. Just about as expected for Stuart Skinner. Stuart Skinner. Man, we're talking about Edmonton and Skinner. I referred to Stuart Skinner. My bad. I'm sure Buffalo is happy he is in Edmonton and not Toronto, although fans might want to watch him score a ton of goals with McDavid on his wing. Jeff Skinner had a projected contract AAV with $3.115 million a year. His actual contract is $3 million flat, 1 year long here, sent out by the Edmonton Oilers. The comparable contracts are all interesting. They're all Detroit. Thomas Vanek's 2 deals with the Red Wings back in the day, and then Patrick Kane, who had also signed with the Wings this previous season. So these are the comparable numbers and names that you could have for Skinner. If Jeff Skinner exhibits the same level of success in Edmonton as Vanek and Kane did with the Red Wings, then I don't think anybody is going to be upset about this at all. This is a very good player going over to Edmonton who can still score, he can still create plays, he can still make points happen. He had 82 points and 35 goals last year in 79 games played. That's still a very quality NHL player who had just faltered off a little bit to 46 points in 74 games played, 24 goals as well. That is certainly not worth the $9 million he was making in Buffalo, so it's easy to see why they bought him out. It's just super unfortunate to see the way that Skinner's career bounced up and down and up and down. He was such a goal scorer and a threat with the Carolina Hurricanes. 37 goals in 79 games. He then broke onto the scene with Buffalo. $9 million contract, 40 goals season, 63 points. But then he dropped all the way down to 14 points in 53 games played. That is a total travesty of a number there, especially for the contract. He bounced back. He made himself worthwhile. And then he got bought out, only to get signed here by the Edmonton Oilers, maybe as the one pure sniper that Connor McDavid will play with in his career. I mean, think about it. Has Connor McDavid ever played with a pure sniper other than Draisaitl? Draisaitl doesn't count. He's good in his own right. But Jeff Skinner is that kind of a guy. Zach Hyman is a goal scorer, but he's not a sniper, you know? He's a net front presence, bang in, crash the crease kind of guy, put in the garbage before the whistle kind of guy. So Jeff Skinner brings a different element of goal scoring to the Edmonton Oilers. It's certainly a welcomed one, and I think a lot of Oilers fans are going to appreciate this contract as it goes on. And then you have yourselves the other guy. You know how we had said, oh yeah, Corey Perry, they better have offered Janmark more than this $1.4 million contract? Well, they did. They signed him to $1.45 million a year, and 3 years as well. So the janitor is getting some term. That is Janmark. What a deal for Edmonton. This was a very versatile and very useful player for the Edmonton Oilers in their 2024 Stanley Cup playoff run. 31 years old, 6'1", 205 center winger, initially signed by Edmonton last year from the Vegas Golden Knights in free agency to a 1-year, $1 million contract. So it's good for Janmark that he is getting some term after posting up 12 points in 71 games played. Oh no, excuse me, the contract he was given from Vegas was 2 years ago, my bad. He had played last year with the Oilers as well, 25 points, 66 games played. This year, though, 8 points in 25 playoff games. He had scored the lone goal for Edmonton in their Stanley Cup final, Game 7, losing game. Breakaway chance in on Sergei Bobrovsky. So Janmark, with that goal, might have very well just secured himself 3 years worth of a $1.45 million contract. AFP Analytics tweeted this out, that he's a fourth liner and penalty killer who played real well in the playoffs, and in doing so, probably helped himself get a better contract. The projected contract value that AFP had was 1 year, $1.023 million a year. The actual contract that he has is $1.45 million a year for 3 seasons. And the comparables you can see here, Adam Cracknell with the Dallas Stars, that's a big throwback name, Adam Cracknell. Ryan Carpenter with the Rangers, Trevor Lewis with the Calgary Flames, Derek Stepan with the Hurricanes, and Pierre-Edouard Bellemare with the Philadelphia Flyers back in the day. Janmark, though, I feel, is going to be a lot more well-beloved than any of these 5 were with their signing teams. A lot of Oilers fans are super happy about this. You could totally understand why. Janmark is a cleanup guy in front, just like that Zach Hyman, who works hard, he plays with tremendous pace, and he scores some really clutch goals once in a while, too. So, if you're an Oilers fan, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Corey Perry, Jeff Skinner, and Mattias Janmark all signing with your team. Lots of forwards up front getting added onto big deals. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this. Everybody, Rolls 99. And bye.